Hi everyone, my name is Zach Farmer and welcome to Sporting Dreams. My goal is to inspire the next generation of heroes around the world. Here, I plan to ask the burning questions that all sporting kids want the answer to. I will be interviewing people who have had success in their life and are willing to pass their knowledge down to the next generation. Today's mentor is going to be with a Paralympic athlete who competed in shot put and discus. After winning silver for shot put at the 2000 Sydney Paralympic Games, she has gone into business and is now the director of NLP Fitness Solutions. As well as business, she is also a corporate trainer in Sydney. Please welcome to Sporting Dreams, Lynda Holt.
Hi, Zachary. Thank you for having me.
That's all right. Okay, so we'll get straight into it today. First up, what inspired you during your childhood that resulted in you pursuing a sport which led to you representing your country at the Olympics?
Sure. With me, being in a wheelchair, I had a very different childhood. For most of us at the time, sports, they just didn't think we could even do it. So at sports, at school, we just would be excluded a lot. And yeah, so they never really involved us. And then I got involved. There was a small sporting disability sporting group.
Yep.
Sports, and so I got involved with them at a young age, like 9, and just loved it. So they really encouraged me and supported me, and I just went leaps and bounds with them, really. But outside of that, we weren't really accepted in main school or anything with sports.
Yeah, so you didn't play any sport for school?
No, we were always sidelined. They never thought we could do it. Yeah, we always got exempt from going to any of the carnivals.
I was about to ask, what about the like track and field events or sports like carnival days for the whole school?
Like now, very different now. They've really grasped it now since the Paralympics. They've really taken on board just to try to be inclusive. But when I was younger, quite a few years ago, they just didn't know what to do with us.
Yeah, because I had my track and field on Wednesday and I did discus and I think I got 3 fouls. So
it's so good to do.
I know. My hand was tiny compared to the thing. I couldn't even hold it.
Oh, you only need one good shot.
Yeah.
Think what, you get 6? We had 6 throws.
Yep. Yeah, definitely. Because if you get one good one, not averaged.
That's it.
Cool.
Yeah. I think I threw a few of mine out too, don't you worry.
Yeah. Cool. Everyone who has sporting aspirations goes through stages where they have self-doubt. Was there ever a time where you thought you weren't good enough?
Oh, absolutely. Oh, many years. I did it many times, feel that I wasn't good enough or I just didn't do great at that particular event. That's all it's in mind. Like we talk ourselves out of things and we can just, put ourselves as a block, really. We're in our own way half the time. I did for a very long time. I mean, I kept going. That's probably the difference. I did keep going, but it took me a while to get to understand that there's no failure. I don't see there is any failure anymore. There's feedback.
Yes.
So any failures I had or any time that I felt I wasn't doing good or an event that I did badly, I'd learn from it. I'd go, okay, what did I do wrong here?
Yeah.
Could I have done better here? Learn from it, and then I would let it go. A lot of people can keep hanging on to things like that.
Yeah.
And that's what's going to eat you away, not your abilities.
Yeah.
It's about how you handle it after that. So for me, I took on board what I did do and what I did well. Because it's not always bad. We just tend to focus on the bad things.
Yeah.
But I changed the focus and went, okay, well, I really did this particular thing well. So, and I learned from that. And so I'm always moving forward. That's my thing with me, always moving forward. Failure is a learned behaviour for me. So it's learned. And now I unlearn it.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. You need to go back and analyse where you went wrong. But you need to make sure that you then forget about it and focus on the things that you do well and then go and exceed in that.
Well, you learn from it. You don't actually forget it. You learn from it.
Yeah, exactly.
And don't hold it and don't keep reliving it. Because we can overanalyze. I think overanalyzing is a big thing. So we just need to just keep moving forward and learn from it. Yeah.
Cool. What's the most memorable moment in your career that most people won't know about?
Well, I mean, For me, the most memorable is probably when I was sitting in the middle of the field for my event. I mean, everyone knows about it because I did it, but I didn't know how I was feeling about it.
Yeah.
So I had all those thoughts in my head. And in this particular case, because I had already learned how to move forward and how to have my mindset quite strong, I was sitting in the middle of the field. I had 70,000 people watching me, and it was complete silence for me, almost complete silence. In my head, I was like, I'm here for this job. I've been training all these years for this one event. It's going to be, 15 minutes and it'll be over.
Yeah, was this the Olympic Games or Paralympic Games?
That's right. I'm sitting in the middle of the field for my event and I'm just about to throw. That was probably the most memorable because all that training I did all came just for this moment. So that was pretty special. That's something that was very memorable for me, is the feelings I had there.
Yeah. Did you compete in any other Paralympic Games?
No, I didn't do other Paralympics. I did other World Championships.
Yeah.
I didn't do other Paralympics. No, I just did the one in Sydney. But I did travel to the World Championships, which are in between. So I did a few of those.
Yeah. Cool. Who is the one person you think you wouldn't have been successful without, and why?
That would have to be my coach, Frank Ponta. He's passed on now, but he was with me since I was 9.
Yeah.
He really taught me everything I knew. He stuck with me for so many years. I think I was 27 by the time I hit the Olympics. So he had me all that time. And I wasn't always the greatest student. I was young. I went through my teens with him.
Yeah.
And so he really supported me and put me into place when I needed to be, but was always there. He was the first person I rang after I won, because he wasn't able to come with me. But he was the first person I called after I won my medal. So
wow.
He was very special.
Yeah. Once retiring from professional sport, it's not easy to figure out what the next chapter is. I see you have started a business. What got you into business after the Paralympics, or did you always have this goal?
Look, it actually took me many years to get into my own business. Straight after the Paralympics, and like most athletes, I was a bit lost. I actually didn't know what I wanted to do. And I was like, I would train like 8 sessions a week, 6 days a week, and worked a full-time job. I just was so used to doing that when I stopped, I didn't actually know what to do with myself. Yeah. So, but I knew I wanted to have a career. I wanted to do something important. So I did several different jobs. I worked at 000. I worked in recruitment, and a vast amount of jobs that I did. And then it came to me one day that I wanted to incorporate my sporting, but also I really delved into the mindset as I had with my own self at the Paralympics and how important it is. So my business that I run now is helping. I work a lot with personal trainers, but athletes as well, basically changing the mindset so that when they train, they're not having thoughts of I'm not good enough or I can't do that, or they're actually thinking, no, I can do this. And I teach a lot of the personal trainers how to motivate their clients. So that's where I'm heading now, because the mindset's so important.
Yeah, that's sort of what I'm doing.
So with the personal trainers, they already deal with the body, and so now I want to deal with the mind. So I combine the two. That's what I'm doing at the moment. It makes all the difference.
Yeah, a lot of athletes don't really highly rate the mind, but it's so important in any sport you do.
Yeah. The mind will break you far before the sport will.
Oh, yeah.
Self-doubt.
Yeah.
Will always knock you down.
Self-doubt is one of the most killers in sport.
Exactly. And that's what I want to help people overcome.
Yeah.
Because it makes such a difference. And it did with me. This is before I even studied it. It did so much for me in my own journey. And that's why I was born to it. And so then I went and learned about it and just love it.
Because if you go out onto a field and you don't believe you're going to win, you're never going to win, no matter how good you are.
Yeah. I said your mind will break you every time.
Yeah. It will.
Yeah.
100%. Cool. In 5 words or less, what would you say is the most important attribute to becoming successful?
Oh, persistence, without doubt.
Yeah.
I just kept going. No matter what setback I had, I just kept going. So 2 steps forward, 1 step back, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And self-belief, but really persistence. You just keep going.
Yeah. Don't stop no matter what.
Exactly.
Because a lot of people, they'll get one injury, and although it's not the worst injury, but they see themselves sidelined for 6 to 12 months and then watch everyone else improve, and then all of a sudden don't believe they can do it and go back to square one.
That's right. Or they'll feel that they can't do it because the injury they might hurt themselves again.
Yeah.
So there's always that kind of the fear. They've created a fear.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that will stop it every time.
Yeah. And another important thing is you've got to overcome your fears.
Absolutely. Because fears are created.
Yeah.
We build them up in our head. We believe in something that's really not there. And we build it up, and then we just have this belief system. So I love breaking them down.
Yeah, who doesn't?
Yeah.
What is the most inspirational thing that you have ever heard, and from whom?
Oh, not so much inspiration, but good advice, I think. It was from a branding coach, number one branding coach that I follow, JT Foxx. He basically said, look, never blame anyone else for your mistakes or for holding yourself back. And he said that, and it's very true, because we all have choice. Now we can choose how we deal with whatever situation comes up. We can choose to dwell on something, or we can choose to move forward and do better. So, and so we have control. So there's no one else, we can't blame anyone else. It's ourselves. So, and then there's no blame, there's learning. So that's how I like it. So it's a good lesson, probably not inspirational, but it's a good lesson to keep in mind.
Yeah, because when you look back on your career as a professional athlete, although a lot of people looking from the outside will think that it's been such an easy ride to get up to the top because of whatever, maybe you've got just amazing natural talent or something like that, but it's a lot harder than they all think. I mean, the amount of setbacks that you get, and everyone gets. I mean, got to have a strong mind.
Yeah, I had actually a real big setback just before the Paralympics. I had trained all these years, did everything right, and literally weeks before they announced the team, they contacted me and another person in my team about our event, and they're like, we're actually going to cancel your event. I think it was my discus, we're just going to cancel it. I'm like, are you kidding? We've literally trained for 20 years for this moment. You're going to cancel it because they said there wasn't enough people in the group.
Yeah. And
so it didn't get announced in the team when the team was announced, and it was a really big blow to obviously our egos, and or just in general, because that's a really important thing to you're being named in the team. You didn't get named. And eventually, look, I was lucky enough they did put my event on, but they mixed it with other athletes in different levels. So I was competing against people who could walk. So didn't actually medal in that event, but I should have. So I still come second in my class, but I came like fifth or something in the whole group. And the lady who broke the world record in my class, she didn't even get a medal, and she broke the world record. So things like that happened to us just before the event. And my friend, they did actually cancel his event, and that was his medaling event too. And he did not medal, but he still got to do, I think, one of his other events. So, it can be tough. Yeah. And we didn't have an easy ride. Like I said, I trained 8 sessions a week and worked a full-time job, because disabled athletes at the time weren't getting a lot of sponsorships and things like that. So we had to work and train and tried to have a life as well. Yeah. It was tough. Yeah. But we did it. Yeah. It's a lot tougher than everyone thinks. Yeah, and now I've taken that with me. Like, I still train now at the gym, and I train like 12 times a week, and people are like, oh my God, that's so much. I'm quite conditioned to it now, and I enjoy it. So it's fun, but it is. You've got to put your mind to it, and you just do it. And I set goals. I love setting goals. Yeah, people's lives can be perceived so differently from the media, and then you see a lot of athletes then take what the media have said, and then that also puts them back, and they can't overcome what the media are saying about them. Yeah, absolutely. But you just got to have your own truth and do what you can do. Yeah, do whatever you can. Yeah. Cool. Lynda, it has been an honour to have you as a guest of my show, and I'd like to thank you for being here today. Thank you so much, and what a great job you're doing. This is really good. I hope it helps, and I'm looking forward to seeing what you do. Cool. Thank you. Thank you. That's all for this interview today.
I know that everyone has taken away as much as I have from this sporting legend. Be sure to subscribe to my podcast and YouTube channels for more amazing interviews, and follow my Instagram and Facebook accounts for motivational ideas and to help keep you focused on your sporting dreams. All links people mentioned will be in the description or the show notes. So I can achieve my dream to inspire hundreds of thousands of young sporting stars. Please share this to anyone you believe will benefit from this, and leave a review or comment on my podcast or via social media. Be sure to tune into the next episode at Sporting Dreams. See you then.